Well, it was really Terry Harkin was the number one man. Terry contacted Tony, myself and Eddie Mann, as we were called in Dublin then the Gang of Four, and we pushed them to try to get into the League of Ireland. We had meetings 4 and 5 nights a week. We were in Terry's house. His wife must have been fed up looking at us, but there were so many things cropped up, you know, that were problems there. UEFA, no chance, you have no chance, everything was negative. But we kept soldiering on, and against all the elements, we got out there eventually. But Terry started it off, it was Terry's idea initially, and pulled the rest of us in. And it got us in eventually. Second time playing, first time we were refused, the second time we got in.
The first Sunday that Terry came to my house, I don't remember this, Eamon, Terry said we should immediately go and see Fran Fields. Fran was our old boss. We'd all played for Fun Harps. So we decided we'd go up, and Eamon had played in the League Ireland with our clubs and here with Derry City, obviously, in Ballymena. So we went up, and I'll never forget it. Fran was in bed, the late Fran Fields, who eventually, as you know, became not just the chairman of Fun Harps, he became the president of the FAI, and went to the World Cup with him. But we went into the bedroom and woke him, and he woke up, startled, looked at these 4 big Derry faces, and Terry Harkin said to him, without any preamble, Terry said to him, "Hey, Fran, we went into the League of Ireland."
You know, it was a glorious time when Derry City did return in 1985. You know, it must have been a huge sense of pride for everyone involved.
It was indeed, and I mean the crowds we got were phenomenal. I mean, we played a pre-season friendly against Shamrock Rovers. I think it was on Easter Saturday night,
Yes.
And we got a marvellous crowd of that. That gave us some finance to sort of take these big names, the Mayor of Dublin, David Andrews, and all these
Minister
people,
of Sport,
brought them all together at the Shelburne Hotel, and that sold it to them then. We got them on their side, which was a big plus. But the thing about that, when we got in, the crowds were unbelievable. As I say, I got Dennis Stewart over, he had played at Sunderland with me. And that was another big name to add in. He brought Gary Jones, ex-Bolton Wanderers, with him. So that added more interest to it and increased the crowd. But the crowds were phenomenal, even away games. I mean, you wouldn't have got an Ulster bus or a Lochswilly bus, they were booked out.
We were sitting in the Four Seasons Hotel in Monaghan, myself and Dennis Stewart, at a table having our lunch. And there was at least 2,000 to 3,000 fans camped right in the lawn before us. And at that stage, Man City we were called the First Division, and Dennis Stewart was saying they had the biggest travelling support of any club at that time, the biggest travelling support, and he said that the Derry support outnumbered it. And I'll never forget it. There was a transit van drew up, and it disgorged about, say, take your pick, anywhere between 10 and 15 young bodies, and then they threw out a mattress. So they're going to air it, and he said to me, "My God, who are those young?" And I said, "Well, 2 of them are my sons." So you got a connection fairly quickly, you know.